Hi, it's Elizabeth from Tyne Valley Motorhomes, and today we'll be doing the handover video of the VW Campervan. So when you're hooking your cable up to the vehicle, lift the cap on the cable and then align it to your vehicle. Push it on, and then always connect the cable to the vehicle first and then the mains. And then when disconnecting, disconnect from the mains and then the vehicle, so you're never walking around with a live lead. Next, we've got your freshwater filler point. So you want to take your cap off, and then you'll need a hose pipe and some adapters, as some sites just provide a brass tap. And once you've filled your freshwater tank, put the cap back on, and then make sure you lock it with a key so no one can tamper with your fresh water. The back of the vehicle, we've got your large window. We've got your 4 reversing sensors, and then if you lift the boot up, in the back you've got some storage space, and then you've got more storage under the chairs as well. And then underneath the vehicle at the back we've got your gas filler point. So when you get to a petrol station, you'll need the bayonet fitting, and there's 2 bars here, so it locks onto there, and then you twist the handle round so it's locked on and you can't pull it off, and then you can fill up your gas tank. It will automatically cut off on the machine so it doesn't overfill the tank. And then when you're done, you've got this cover here that you just pop back on just to stop any dirt or grime getting in to your bayonet fitting. And on the passenger side, we've got your sliding door to get into your vehicle. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get into your vehicle is put your pop-top roof up. So you need to release these straps first. And then making sure you've got either a window or your door slightly open, you can then push the pop-top roof up. And once the roof's all the way up, it will reveal your sleeping area. And then if you don't want to use that right away, you can push it up, and then you'll have space to move around your vehicle. Next thing you want to do when you get into your vehicle is turn your main control panel on. And from here you can check your leisure battery levels, your vehicle battery levels, your water pump. You can also turn your internal lights on. To turn your heating on the inside of the vehicle, the top dial is your fan for ventilation, and then gas for your heating, and then lower one is the temperature, so blue is cold, and then when you turn it round into the red, your heating will start. The top is about 30 degrees, and then it goes down to around 5 degrees. Next we'll come to your gas supply. So if you turn it on the gauge here, it'll show you that you've got a full gas tank. When the green dots disappear and it becomes red, that's when your gas tank's empty and you'll need to refill. And then if this light's too bright, you can press the circle with a half on and dim the lights down so it's not as bright when on a night time when you're sleeping. On the inside of the fridge, you can turn it on and off manually by pressing the on and off button here. And you've also got your temperature, so you can change the temperature of the fridge. And then just on the outside here, we've got your gas burner hobs working. Just remember that once you've turned them off, let the metal fully cool before you put the glass lid down, otherwise it will shatter. Here we've got your cold water tap working. When using the microwave, you must be plugged into your 240, and you must have the electric coming into the vehicle. When you are travelling, always take out the glass plate just so it doesn't rattle around or be damaged when in transit. In the back of the vehicle, in the cupboard, you've got your power supply unit. On the driver's side, in the cupboard under the bench, you've got your power supply unit. So in here, we've got your fuses. So it's always a good idea to take some spare fuses with you on holiday, just in case any of them blow, you can easily replace them. On the other side, we've got your trip switches. So if you're ever hooked up and you're not receiving power in the vehicle, you can press the yellow button. If the blue switch flips, it means there's an issue inside the vehicle. If it doesn't, it could be an issue with the hookup cable or the power coming into the van. To make your rear seats into a bed, first thing you want to do is push up on this black handle and then pull the seats as far forward as they'll come. Then on the passenger side, there's a little handle just down here that you want to pull up and at the same time flip the base seat across. So once that's flipped over, you then want to pull on this black handle here and pull the backrest down flat. So once your backrest is in the middle and down flat, right at the back we've got another lever here that you want to pull up. So once all three parts of the bed are flat, you've then got your double bed at the bottom of the vehicle to sleep on. To make it back into the chairs, you just reverse the steps. So the first thing you want to do is then push the lever down and at the same time pull the back up so it's back in its original position. And then to bring the backrest up, you want to pull on the handle here and push the backrest into its original position. And then finally pull on the lever again and lift the base of the seat back up and flip it over. And the last step is to push the seats back to give you more room in the middle. So pull the lever up and push it back to its original place. When you want to bring your pop top roof down, the first thing you want to do is bring the bed down. And then what you want to do is grab both handles and bring the bed down slowly. Until the roof will rest on itself, and then you can pull the canvas in nice and tight on all three sides so none of it gets trapped in any and once you've got all the canvas pulled in, you can bring the roof down nice and strong. And then what you want to do is just tuck in the canvas, roll it up and just tuck it in. And then to make sure that it's nice and secure, you want to grab the straps. Thread them through and then lock it in nice and tight. To spin your passenger seat round, you want to push the red lever forward and then pull the chair round at the same time. And then the whole chair will spin around and then you can sit and enjoy the space in the back of the vehicle.